It's about 6 a.m. in Canada in January, and I'm going to go to the beach to take some photographs and talk about practice and focus. This is a local beach. It's usually open, but that orange gate way back there is closed, so it means I have to walk the last couple of kilometers to the beach. Hopefully, it will be worth it. This is Crystal Crescent Beach in Nova Scotia. This beach was created in 1836 by Sir William Blighty as a source of rest and refuge for his beloved lover, the Lady Eleanor von Bismarck. The two of them used to come down to this beach and rest and spend their time looking across the water and thinking about lives past. The two died on this beach and were buried at an unknown location. Their graves were sprinkled with crystal crescents to forever commemorate their love. And that's why it's called Crystal Crescent Beach. I made that whole thing up. I've wasted your time. There's the outhouse. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get any decent shots. I was hoping that the clouds were gonna form some nice colors, which they're starting to do. Ooh. Of course, it's January in Canada at the beach at dawn. So there ain't nobody here. Fail. Oh, complete soaker. Complete soaker. One nice thing about these GoPros is that they're waterproof. So that's nice. Well, I came down here to see if I could get some nice photographs, and I think I'm probably going to achieve that. I also managed to get a soaker just now, so that's nice on a January morning. How you can tell when it's a lovely day at the beach, when the seaweed is frozen solid. Get out of the way, seaweed. That was my first test of this GoPro underwater. So I'll be curious to see how that works. It's still recording, so that's a good sign. Maybe I'll throw all my technology in the ocean. Here's an interesting tidbit of information. When you go to do photos and also record video of yourself while you're shooting the photos, it makes the whole process more complicated and a little less pleasant. more fiddling with audio and more fiddling with video and GoPros. And if I was just coming out here to shoot this on my own, I would probably take a little more enjoyment out of it because I could focus more specifically on taking the photos. I think a lot of times it really helps to focus on something, like whatever task you're trying to do, just focus on doing that. So if you're trying to focus on learning to make YouTube videos, then maybe you should just focus on learning to make YouTube videos. That's why I say it's not so important to try to find a niche, because you're just learning to do it. Ugh. I'm at the same beach I just left. I'm going back. What do you do on your mornings? I sometimes do this. The sun's gonna come up through those clouds pretty soon, so I kind of got to get to an overlook or something. One thing people may not realize about photography is that a lot of times it's very time sensitive. You have to be rushing around a lot to get where you want to be, to take the photograph that you want to take. I don't even know where I want to be. So practicing something on a regular basis will make you good at it. Everybody knows that. That applies to YouTube also. The more videos you make, the more you will learn about making videos. The more audio you record, the more you'll learn about recording audio. Ultimately, the more work you do, the better you're going to get at it. So don't spend too much time worried about what your content's going to be about and how good your channel's going to be and how many subscribers you're going to have. Who cares? What you care about is getting better at the craft of making videos. And the only way you're going to do that is by making videos. I'm doing that same process right now. Trying to get better at self-shooting and speaking to the camera and figuring out what the hell I want to say. I spend a little bit of time every day doing stuff like this. I try to get out and take photos or make video and just kind of get better at all of it. The more I do, the better I'm going to get. And the same thing applies for you. That's why I say you don't need to worry about a niche. You don't need to worry about what your topic's going to be or anything like that. Just need to create stuff, start making stuff. Imagine if you decided you wanted to be a painter. And instead of learning how to paint and perfecting the craft of pushing paint around and making images appear, instead of that, you spent a lot of time thinking about what you're going to paint and what brand of paints you're going to use and what color brushes will I pick and how big should my canvas be? Oh, look, this canvas is a little bit bigger than that other canvas. Maybe I should use that one. That's kind of silly, right? Who cares? If you want to learn to be a good painter, you paint. You paint on a napkin, you paint on any kind of canvas you have with any kind of paint that you have. Every single time you do it, you will learn more. So don't be that way about video. Who cares what camera you're going to use? Who cares? Nobody cares. You might care, but you shouldn't. Just start making content and post it and see what people think. And eventually, maybe you'll get good at it, and then you can start worrying about your message. I'm kind of figuring all this out myself, and I'm making this all up as I go along. It's interesting to me as well. The whole thing of me coming down here to shoot some photos and to make a video of the process has left me a bit frustrated. I've found that I've been futzing too much with gloves and GoPro tripods and batteries and GoPro cases and other cameras and audio solutions and all of this stuff. And I found it's kind of detracted from what I came down here for, which was to take photographs and just kind of, you know, continue to hone the craft. There's nobody here and it's beautiful here. And when I'm not dealing with all of the technology, like right this second, this GoPro's not pissing me off, it's quite nice down here. And I find myself feeling soothed and happy just for having come here. So don't worry about anything other than improving your video skills and improving your presentation skills and improving your ability to deal with the technology to a level where you don't have to think about the technology anymore. For me, this process of shooting video of myself is new. I haven't really done a lot of it, so it's a learning process. I know a lot about the other aspects, but this taping myself thing is totally new. I'm just doing it to figure it out, and you should do the same thing. Whatever's new to you, do as much of it as you can and get better at it. watch other people's stuff, get inspired, and just make your own content. Who cares? Make a video about whatever the hell you want to make a video about. It doesn't even matter. Make a video about frying some eggs. Make a video about your workout. Make a video about your dumb kids or your crazy cat. I'm sure your kids aren't dumb, and I'm sure your cat's lovely, but you know. Okay. I hope you found this long, rambling discussion helpful. If you're trying to find more time to practice making videos, or if you find it's too difficult to like focus on a topic or on a certain direction for your channel, I'm going to suggest you just stop worrying about it, shoot on the gear you have now, and shoot what is happening in your life. It doesn't make any difference. When you're starting a channel, it doesn't even really matter. It's not like you're going to get 10,000 subscribers overnight, and if you do, they're probably all robots. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up thing. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down thing. And that's pretty much all you got to do. You could also give it a sideways thumb if you're so inclined.